All right, guys, picture this. You walk into the theater expecting a quick cash grab sequel to that creepy kid in the basement flick from a few years back, and instead you get hit with Black Phone 2, the 2025 supernatural horror ride that actually tries to dig deeper into the trauma. I mean, come on, who does that anymore?
Exactly, Jim. Black Phone 2, directed by Scott Derrickson, who also co-wrote it with C. Robert Cargill, stars Mason Thames as Finn, now 17 years old, Madeline McGraw as his sister Gwen, and Ethan Hawke sliding right back into that mask as the Grabber. Genre is straight-up supernatural horror with some serious psychological edges. It dropped in theaters on October 17th, 2025, and yeah, it is pulling in crowds.
Straight talk, no fluff. 4 years after the first one, Finn is still messed up from what happened. His little sister starts getting calls from that black phone in her dreams and seeing visions of 3 boys getting stalked at this winter camp called Alpine Lake. They head out there in a blizzard to figure it out. No spoilers, but the phone is ringing again and evil does not stay dead. That is the setup. Keeps it simple, keeps it tense.
How did the movie make you feel, fellas? Because for me, it was this weird mix of chills and genuine unease. Like you walk out feeling the weight of survivor guilt, but also kind of pumped from the scares.
Man, it made me feel like I just survived a family therapy session hosted by Freddy Krueger. The dream sequences hit hard. That grainy 1980s home movie look they use for the visions? Brilliant. You feel the fear in your gut, the way Gwen's psychic stuff pulls you in. But then the middle drags and you are sitting there thinking, okay, evil ghost killer, we get it, move the story along. Still, emotionally it sticks. Dude, my face got all scrunched up like some bandit's mug.
Maybe I can make your face a bit simpler for you.
Oh man, I can't.
I mean, change your face, Jim, so you'll live better with the citizens of the USA.
What the fuck?
Felt real to me. The trauma stuff is not just window dressing. Finn numbing himself, Gwen stepping up, the family history bubbling up. It made me feel for these kids. Not in a cheesy way, but like you are watching actual people carry scars. Entertainment value is high when the phone rings and everything goes dark.
Favorite scene? That one where the visions kick in and the camp turns into a frozen nightmare playground. Why? Because it is absurdly beautiful and terrifying at the same time. Snow everywhere, phones ringing from nowhere, and you are thinking this is what happens when a horror movie decides to go full winter slasher fever dream? Pure entertainment gold. What about you two?
The dream phone calls, hands down. The way they shoot them like cursed VHS tapes from 1985, it is ridiculous how effective it is. You laugh at how over the top it feels, then realize you are holding your breath. Black humor at its finest.
Wow! Beautiful!
The standoff at the camp when everything converges. No fluff, just raw tension, felt earned.
Which character did you relate to the most? Or straight up hate the most?
I related hardest to Finn. That 17-year-old anger and weed-fueled avoidance? Too real. The way trauma lingers and messes with your head, it is relatable as hell. Hated the camp staff a little, but only because they felt like plot devices wearing flannel.
Gwen stole the show for me. She is 15 and carrying the whole damn movie on her back. Relatable in that tough kid way. Did not hate anyone really. Even the Grabber is more tragic monster than cartoon villain this time.
I related to the sheer absurdity of trying to outrun your family's haunted past while a dead serial killer phones home like a clingy ex. Hate? The exposition dumps. But characters themselves? Solid. No one felt fake.
I once took out a gangster, you know.
You implying something about me?
Nah, Jim, I'm talking about the movie.
Did the ending work for you? Because mine left me going, okay, that was wild, but did we need to tie every single thread into a bow made of frozen nightmares?
It worked, but it went full bonkers. The final confrontation feels like the movie said, screw logic, let us make the grabber the ultimate dream boogeyman. Satisfying payoff though, no complaints on the chills.
Ending lands. It respects the first film and gives you closure without feeling cheap.
Pacing too slow or too fast in spots?
Too slow in the middle, man. They spend what feels like 30 minutes explaining family history and camp lore when we just want the phone to ring and the scares to start. It is like the director took a nap right when the tension should have been peaking.
Pacing is uneven. First act and last act fly. Middle third crawls like it is afraid you might miss the themes. Still keeps you in the seat.
Yeah, that middle section is where the movie turns into a very expensive therapy session in a snow globe. Absurdly long explanations while kids are freezing their butts off. But when it speeds up, chef's kiss nightmare fuel.
Standout performances? Ethan Hawke is still the king. The grabber in ghost form is even more unhinged, like he swallowed the mask and the madness whole. Mason Thames and Madeline McGraw are grounded as hell. Chemistry feels real.
Hawke is terrifying without trying too hard. The kids carry the emotional load perfectly. Demi and Bashir as the camp supervisor, quiet menace done right.
Hawk owns it. The kids are the heart. No weak links, even the smaller roles pop.
I once took down 2, you know.
From the movie you were in?
No, 2 flies. I was just kidding.
How does this compare to other movies by this director or in the genre?
It is better than a lot of sequels. Feels like Nightmare on Elm Street had a baby with the original black phone and they raised it in a haunted Christian summer camp during a blizzard. Derrickson's sinister vibes are there, but this one leans harder into dream logic. Not as tight as the first, but more ambitious.
Stronger mythology than most slashers. Entertainment value beats a lot of modern horror that just throws jump scares at you.
早上好，中国！现在我有冰淇淋，我很喜欢冰淇淋。
What do you think the director was trying to say?
Trauma does not die when the killer does. It phones you in your sleep, shows up at family camp, and makes you confront every frozen secret. Heavy, but wrapped in enough black humor and absurdity that it does not lecture you.
Evil evolves. Family scars run deeper than you think. Respectful take without shoving it down your throat.
Would you recommend it and to whom?
Theater only if you love horror and want the big screen scares and atmosphere. Otherwise, rent it. Perfect for fans of the first one, or anyone who likes their horror with heart, ghosts, and a side of ridiculous winter camp vibes. Skip if you hate slow burns.
Recommend to anyone who wants a solid sequel that respects what came before. Casual viewers might find the middle draggy, but the payoff is worth it.
100% recommend for horror heads. It is not perfect, but it is alive in a genre full of zombies.
I once shot with a badass gun, you know?
Are you just messing with me right now, or are you actually talking about the movie you were in?
Nah, I was just shooting at a target, bro. You're just awesome, Jim Carrey.
I know, Jason.
The whole thing is like if your childhood trauma decided to throw a block party at a frozen murder camp and invited the ghost of every bad decision your family ever made. Absurd, right? But damn if it does not make you laugh nervously while hiding under the blanket. The dream stuff is so over the top it becomes hilarious in the best black humor way, like the movie knows it is ridiculous and leans in. Yet the relatability of these kids dealing with real pain keeps it grounded. Cultural context-wise, it handles family trauma and generational stuff without preaching, just shows it raw. Racial and social bits are there in the background through the characters but never feel forced. It is accessible, entertaining as hell even when it slows down.
The visuals are stunning when they are not overdoing the grainy filter. Cinematography sells the isolation of that blizzard camp like nothing else. Music and sound design, phone rings will haunt your dreams. Direction is confident even when pacing slips. Themes of surviving evil and breaking cycles hit hard without getting preachy. Emotional impact is there, scares deliver, and yeah, it has replay value.
And the black humor sneaks in during the craziest moments. 1 second you are terrified, next you are chuckling at how the grabber just will not quit like a bad sequel villain who learned phone etiquette. It is bonkers in the best way.
Hey, bro. What? Oh my God!
So verdict time. This is a recommend with a small asterisk. See it in theaters if you can for the full immersion, otherwise stream it later. It is not flawless, some tropes feel familiar, pacing could have been tighter, but the entertainment value, the performances, and the way it expands the world make it a strong sequel.
I once carried firewood, you know?
Why were you carrying wood, Jim?
Firewood ain't shooting, Jason. It's not as cool as what you do in your movies. You just carry it and there's no thrill at all.
No, 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 no. Wait. Wait.
Honest take, 3.5 out of 5. Good enough to stand with the original, scary enough to keep you up, and weird enough to stick in your head.
Yeah, 3.5 out of 5. It will not be forgotten the second you leave the theater. The black phone keeps ringing long after the credits.
Grab your tickets or wait for rental, but do not sleep on this one. The nightmare is worth it.